The last man standing matches are one of the WWE's most beloved bouts. It's a hard-hitting affair with wrestlers looking to keep their opponents down for 10 seconds. Throw some weapons into the mix and wrestlers will relentlessly find a way to incapacitate their foes in some of the most remarkable and captivating matches the WWE has ever seen. Here are 10 of the most intense last man standing moments. Coming in at number 10, we have Charlotte Flair. Okay, technically the match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair at WWE Evolution 2018 was a last woman standing match, but it was just as exhilarating nonetheless. Charlotte was looking to put Becky through a table using a backflip splash, but Becky quickly recuperated to powerbomb Charlotte through the table instead, leaving her in a wake of pain and agony. At number 9, we have John Cena's crash through the spotlight. Backlash 2009 saw John Cena facing off against Edge to defend his WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. Even before the two of them slammed chairs against each other or hurled each other into steel steps, there was an intense electricity in the arena when the two came to blows. The culmination of the match was a lasting visual. The leader of the C Nation was chokeslammed by Big Show into a spotlight, allowing Edge to pick up the win. For number 8, we have Kevin Owens getting roadkill. The eclectic match for the WWE Universal Championship was every bit as brutal as could get. With the two eventually taking the fight backstage, it was Reigns that threw Owens from the top of the LEDs in the Thunderdome Arena, and just as Owens seemed to be getting back on his feet, Reigns ran him over with a golf cart. Up next, at number 7, we have Nakamura getting wrecked. The fight between Nakamura and AJ Styles at Money in the Bank 2018 was perhaps too personal. Nakamura had humiliated Styles on more than one occasion and insulted him with his low blows. Suffice it to say, Styles replied in kind during their last man standing match. He then proceeded to drive Nakamura through a table with the phenomenal forearm, keeping him out for the 10 count to win the match and the WWE title. At number 6, we have The Big Show getting buried. In their colossal collision at Extreme Rules 2015, Reigns and The Big Show went all out to nail each other to the ground. Being one of the shorter last man standing matches, what it lacked in time, it more than made up for in content. The match culminated with Reigns spearing The Big Show through a table, and then using the adjacent table to bury him for good to pick up the victory. Coming in at number 5, we have a blinding lights collision. John Cena versus Ryback at Extreme Rules 2013 was one of the most underwhelming last man standing matches involving Cena. The focal point of the match was Cena's Achilles tendon injury, but that didn't translate well into the match. The futile feud ended with Ryback driving Cena through the LEDs on the stage, and the match ended with a no contest, as neither man was able to rise to his feet. At number 4, we have the fall of Kevin Owens. Owens, if it wasn't already clear, has a very bad track record for last man standing matches. When he went toe-to-toe with Dean Ambrose for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, his scheme invariably turned against him, and he was sent flying off the top rope and through 2 tables. Ambrose ended up winning that match. At number 3, we have what may be the greatest leap or fall anyone has ever seen in the WWE. Shane McMahon is known for pulling off extremely risky maneuvers to beat his foes, but none of them was as bold or stupid as his dive at Backlash 2001 in a match against The Big Show. Big Show. Hats off to the guy for literally risking his life in the name of entertainment. Up next at number 2, we have Batista burying the Deadman. Backlash 2007 saw the Phenom and the Animal fighting tooth and nail for the World Heavyweight Championship. Each man pushed the other to the limit, and there were several 9 counts. But in the end, the match ended in a no contest, as Batista speared The Undertaker off the stage and onto the ground, keeping the title with The Undertaker. And finally, At number 1, we have Cena restraining the animal. Cena is always coming up with innovative ways to keep his foes out of the game. He did just that in his match against Batista at Extreme Rules 2010. While Batista's legs were straddling the ring post, Cena bound his boots together so that he wouldn't be able to get to his feet, and thus lost the match. Call it cunning or call it lame. It's hard to argue how memorable it was. And that's it for this one, folks. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and, as always, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.